Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. This is day 33 of 1000. So hey, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's really good to have you. For all my new investors, this channel is all about investing money and being all in on Tesla no matter what. So join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. That's right, I'm going to try and make $1 million in 1000 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the following. I'm going to be sharing my day 33 portfolio with you. I'm also going to be sharing how I'm trying to become a better investor during these really hard times. So there's been a lot of pain in the market, so I'm trying to become a better investor. So I'm going to explain how I'm going to be doing that. So finally, I'm going to share with you what my plan is for when the market opens today. So let's get into it. So it's day 33, 25th of January 2022. I've got two portfolios, Portfolio A and Portfolio B. In Portfolio A, I've just got under 119 shares. In Portfolio B, I've just got under 91 shares. So in total, I have just under 210 shares in Tesla. So I'm itching to get to that 210 level. So I've got some money set aside to buy when the market opens today. So hopefully it's going to dip and go to 900. So my ultimate target is to reach 300 shares. So I'm 69% of the way there. I've established this position 19 months ago. I started with £50 and I'm slowly dollar cost averaging into this position. So my ultimate target is 300 shares. Hopefully I'm going to get there sooner than later. So what's been happening to Tesla at the moment? So it's day 33 of 1000. The markets haven't opened yet, but pre-market Tesla is down about 3.27%. So the last time I checked the price, it was at $913. So it's going to be a lot of pain in the market today. There's going to be a lot of pain for Tesla investors, but you just have to persevere and focus on the long term and you should come out successful. So if I multiply the price of Tesla pre-market, which is at $913, by the number of shares I have, which is just under 210 shares, I get a portfolio value of just over $191,000. So bear in mind, at its peak, this portfolio was at around $240,000. So it has dropped significantly by about $50,000. The daily movement today, even before the market has opened, is just under £6,500 minus negative. So there is a lot of pain out there, but you just gotta persevere, you gotta endure, and if you believe in this company, you will be rewarded in the long term. So that's day 33 of 1000. So now I'm going to get into the main part of the video, which is how I'm trying to be a better investor during stock market pain. So there is a lot of pain in the stock market. People are seeing a lot of losses. People are panicking. So, this is the time to try and become a better investor, because, this isn't a one-off. It's going to happen over and over again. And you have to break this cycle. You have to improve. You have to become a better investor so you can manage these cycles. So I'm going to go into how I'm trying to become a better investor during stock market pain. So what is happening now to cause this pain in the market? So why is there pain in the market? So there's a stock market correction happening at the moment because investors are realizing their profits. They're just selling, getting their profits, and they're just putting it into cash, waiting for the next opportunity to come. So there's a lot of profit taking at the moment. The next thing is the Fed is spooking the market with the rate rises. So every time the Fed spooks the market with rate rises, the market falls sharply. This has been happening throughout history. If you look at the history of the stock market, most of the, beginning of the crashes have been caused by Fed raising their rates. So this is not something that's happened today. It's been happening all throughout history. But the good news is the market always, recovers. People always come into the market and then drive it up even further. So this is possibly a very good time for you to enter the market. So the next thing is growth stocks like Tesla are being hit hard and they're dipping repeatedly. So, when people say buy the dip, you buy the dip, then it dips again. And then you kind of get frustrated because you're continually buying the dip. But you just got to persevere. You just got to, hold tight. Just keep on buying. If you've got more money like what I'm doing, I'm just buying as much as I can. I've got my price levels all marked up. So if it dips down to 900 today, I'm going to try and buy more. If it dips down even further to 800, in the next week or so, then I'm going to be trying to buy more. So just persevere. Just, these are hard times. There is a lot of pain in the market. There is a lot of frustration. But my main message is just persevere. My main message to myself is persevere, be patient, and just stick to the plan. So there's a lot of fear, anxiety, doubt in the market today. Tesla, from its peak of $1,243, has fallen nearly 25%. So a quarter of the market cap has been wiped out in like a few weeks. So this is how volatile the stock is. So if you're invested in Tesla, you have to be prepared to take these volatility hits. You know, you have to strengthen yourself. You have to build character. You have to strengthen your resolve, and, you know, not be fearful when the market is just, you know, there's lots of anxiety in the market, lots of doubt in the market, lots of fear. So you have to like get used to this. So as you can see, this is a graphical representation of how much Tesla has fallen over the last few weeks. So as you can see, it has fallen 25% previously, and now it's fallen 25% again. So, you know, there is a lot of pain in the market. If you're a long-term investor in Tesla, you're probably used to it by now, but still you feel, oh, when is this gonna like start shooting up to the moon? And, you know, why have I bought at this level? So it's a lot of pain at the moment, and you just have to persevere. But a lot of people are going through the same thing, so you just have to like be patient and think of the long term. So what I used to do before is I used to just dismiss my, you know, feelings and just like bury them and try and, you know, buy as much as possible. And then what used to happen is these feelings used to come back even stronger. So what I'm doing now is I'm not dismissing my feelings. I'm trying to process them. So at the moment, Tesla has, you know, gone down 25% from its all-time peak. You know, I'm feeling a lot of anger. I'm feeling a lot of fear. I'm feeling a lot of doubt. I'm feeling, you know, that I've lost a lot of money. Feeling hatred towards the Fed, resentments. So you got to understand that these feelings are natural. Don't bury them, just process them. If you bury them, they're going to come back much stronger. If you process them, they're going to become less and less amplified when there is a stock market correction. Eventually, you're going to master these feelings and emotions, and then you're going to become a much better investor. So as I always say, don't dismiss your feelings, always process them. So now what we have to do is we have to replace these negative emotions with positive ones. So the best way that I found to do this is you have to like you have to revisit things. So it's time to revisit your thesis on Tesla and rediscover how much of a wonderful company this is, how much they've got to grow, you know, how much they're gonna like increase in the future, how much the price is gonna go up. So you have to revisit your thesis. You have to get yourself, you know, you have to rediscover why Tesla is such a great company. You have to also revisit your price targets and look at the upside, because at the moment you're just focusing on your losses and your downside. You have to start focusing on the long term, and you have to focus on the upside again. So this is the best time to revisit your price targets. And also finally, if this is the only thing you do, you need to revisit the 10-year Tesla chart. So look at the 10-year Tesla chart and just realize to yourself, it wasn't a straight line upwards. There has been a lot of pain, but the people who have gained the most are the ones who have gone through the pain. They've gone through the storm and they've come back on the other side as better investors. So revisit. So the three things that you need to revisit is revisit your thesis on Tesla, revisit your price targets, and revisit the 10-year Tesla chart. And then you're going to calm yourself. You'll be able to replace your negative emotions with positive ones. So here is my price target for Tesla. So I'm going to go through this really quickly because, you know, I know your time is precious. So in 2022, I've got a price target of 1,100. In 2026, I've got a price target of 4,200. And in 2031, I've got a price target of just under $17,500. So, you know, in my mind, I haven't got a doubt that, you know, it's going to reach these levels, because this is a fantastic company. You know, they've got such a bright future. They've got vehicles, electric vehicles, they've got energy, they've got insurance, they've got robotics, they've got AI. So, you know, this will become one of the biggest companies in the world over the long term. So, you know, I don't focus on the short-term fluctuations and the losses. Focus on the long-term, you know, price targets, and then you'll feel much better. So here is the 10-year chart for Tesla. So this is what I always look at when the markets are crashing, when Tesla price is crashing. So if you look at the price over the last 10 years, Tesla has fallen more than 20% on 15 different occasions. So again, like I always say, it's not going to be plain sailing. It's not a straight line upwards. If it was a straight line upwards, everybody would doing it. So what you have to do is during the time when you see that red line going down, you just have to like endure the pain. You just have to process the pain. You have to replace it. You have to revisit, the thesis, your price target, and then you will come out of this a better investor. So, just look at the chart and realize this is just a blip. So once you've processed these natural negative emotions, it's time to question myself. So I love questioning myself. I ask myself questions such as, am I a long-term investor? Yes or no? So yes, I am a long-term investor. Do you still believe in Tesla? Yes or no? Yes, I still do believe in Tesla. I think it's a wonderful company and it has a lot of growth opportunity ahead of it. And then I ask myself, looking through the history of the stock market, will the stock market recover? So I look through the history and I see like every time the stock market has fallen, it's always recovered and come back stronger. So, that's a yes for me. So when you answer yes to all these questions, you kind of like calm yourself down and you become more rational. You enter a more rational state where you can make better decisions. So what did I do when my Tesla position was down about 40%? So in the past, as I said to you, I've been dollar cost averaging into Tesla shares over the last 19 months. So there were times where I was down about 40%. So yeah, I did consider selling my position, but then I realized, it dawned upon me that it was the wrong thing to do. Like I had to break the cycle of buying high and selling low. I had to turn the tables and buy low and sell high, or buy low and keep it over a long time. So I had to break the cycle. And then I made a promise to myself, I'm going to break the cycle and if it's a really good company, I'm going to stay invested and buy even more. So I then confirmed my investment thesis on Tesla and it was intact. I also looked at the long-term charts and, everything, I became more rational. After I calmed down, I was more rational and, I made better decisions and eventually I decided to buy even more shares, and that's really paid off because I was able to lower my cost basis, and now that there's pain in the market, I'm not feeling it as much. So the more you lower your cost basis, the less you'll feel pain in the market. So that's what I did when my position was down 40%. So what are my tips? How I'm becoming a better investor. So these are my tips. So, process your emotions. Don't bury them because they'll come out and, they'll become more amplified. The more you process them, the less amplified they'll become, and you will become a better investor over the long run. The second tip is always revisit your investment thesis, price target, and 10-year chart whenever there's pain in the market. Rediscover why Tesla is such a brilliant company. Look at the price targets and, realize the upside potential. Look at the 10-year charts and realize this is just a natural, normal thing that happens from time to time. Question yourself. The next tip is always question yourself. The more you question yourself, the better the investor you will become. Break your bad habits, break the cycle. Like I was able to break my cycle of buying high and selling low and then exiting the market for 2 years because I was really angry and disappointed. But now I'm the opposite. If the markets go down, I buy even more and I'm invested in the market, and now my patience and perseverance is actually paying off. So, if you can, my next tip is, if you can raise your conviction level, buy even more. So for me, if I can raise my conviction level, I'm going to buy more. So most definitely, if I've got money available and the price of Tesla goes down to 800, I'm going to be buying as much as possible because, if I can lower my cost basis, next time there's pain in the market, I'm not going to feel it as much. So just realize, my last tip is to realize that the best time to buy when there is pain and despair in the market. So if you believe in your stock, and there's pain and despair in the market, this is the best time because you're getting a bargain. The market always overreacts. So if it's supposed to go down 5%, it will go down about 25%. So there's a very big arbitrage there that you can take advantage of. So those are my tips to become a better investor. So hopefully, you can find them useful. So my message for new investors who are experiencing a lot of pain. So I know there's a lot of investors out there who bought when Tesla was about $1,200. They were expecting it go to $5,000. That's not happened. It's probably their position is probably down about, I don't know, 20, 30, 40%. So my message to new investors would be the following: think long term. Every investor, every long-term investor that I know has gone through this pain, and it's very likely that if you can go through this pain, if you can persevere, if you can manage your emotions, if you can process your emotions, you will become a better investor in the long run. If you firmly believe that Tesla is a fantastic company, then stick to your guns, stick to your beliefs, and don't let this make you sell the position, or just think long term. Basically, my next message is learn more about Tesla. So get to know this company. The more you know about a company, the more confident you'll become, the more you can raise your conviction levels. Also, look at the history of the stock market. Once you look at the history of the stock market, you will make rational decisions, because you will know that this happens all the time. The stock market is not against you. Once you understand how the stock market works, you can take real advantage of it. So that's my next message. And my final message is, if I was telling myself this 10 years ago, I would say dollar cost average into a position that you really believe in, and reduce your cost basis and believe in your analysis. Because if you believe in your analysis, you can raise your conviction. If you raise your conviction, you can lower your cost basis. And if you lower your cost basis, you won't feel as much pain the next time this happens. So that's my message to new investors. So just be patient and persevere and believe in yourself. So what is my plan now? So I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Tesla shares no matter what. So that's a given. I've been doing that over the last 18 to 19 months. It's worked for me. I'm going to buy at regular intervals no matter what. The next thing is I'm going to try and build my position further. So this is a great opportunity for me to lower my cost basis. So if there is further pain in the market in the future, in like 6 months time, I won't feel it as much. I'm going to become more immune to it because I've been able to lower my cost basis. And finally, I'm just going to reiterate, like I always do, I am not going to sell my position. I think Tesla is a wonderful company. It has tremendous upside. I'm not focusing on the losses. At the peak, my portfolio was at around $240,000. It's now at $190,000. So there's a big swing there. I'm not concerning myself with these fluctuations. I'm thinking about the long-term possibilities. I want to reach my target of 300 shares. I want to hold this position for 1,000 days. And if my calculations are correct, I should be able to make $1 million in 1,000 days. So think long term, because there's so much more upside in this stock. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. For anyone who's interested, I'm in the UK. I'm a long-term investor. I'm a Tesla bull. I really believe in this company. I invest through a tax-efficient ISA account. The app that I use is called Free Trade. This is a brilliant app in my opinion. It has a very simple interface and a cheap monthly cost of £3 per month. You can buy and sell shares commission-free, and there's immediate deposits from your bank account. There's a huge variety of stocks and shares that you can choose from, both in the UK and US. And what I've done is I've left my referral link below. So if you use this referral link, you will get a free share worth up to £200. I will also get a free share too. So it's a win-win situation. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Join me on my journey. See if I can build my position to 300 shares in Tesla. See if I can put my money where my mouth is and hold this position for 1,000 days. See if I can endure the pain. See if I can get my calculations right, and see if I can make $1 million in 1,000 days. So I appreciate any likes, and I'll read all your comments. I appreciate your subscription. I hope to bring you value, and I wish you all the best on your investment journey. And until the next update, I wish you all the best.